All this week we've been talking about people who are widely different from us, people who perhaps are of a different race or a different nationality, people who are different from us in terms of gender identity. What do we do when someone is different from us? What should be our attitude? Paul addresses this question directly in 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 9, beginning in verse 19. Even though I'm a free man with no master, I've become a slave to all people to bring many to Christ. When I was with the Jews, I lived like a Jew to bring the Jews to Christ. When I was with those who follow the Jewish law, I too lived under that law. Even though I'm not subject to the law, I did this so I could bring to Christ those who are under the law. When I'm with the Gentiles who do not follow the Jewish law, I too live apart from that law so I can bring them to Christ. But I don't ignore the law of God. I obey the law of Christ. When I'm with those who are weak, I share their weakness, for I want to bring the weak to Christ. Yes, I try to find common ground with everyone, doing everything I can to save some. I do everything to spread the good news and share in its blessings. What a passage. Paul talks here about his ministry to free and to slave, to Jew and to Gentile. And he says he himself changes. He becomes like the people he's ministering to so that he can win them to Christ. Some of you know that my wife and I spent time in Colombia. While there, we studied a foreign language to us, Spanish. Became proficient in speaking Spanish. But more than that, we studied and embraced Colombian culture. One of the happiest days of my life was when one of my students told me, a little bit of Colombia has stuck to you. And I thought, oh man, that is great. What a compliment. Because I was trying intentionally for that. I tried to become like them. First of all, so they would embrace me, but so that I could share Christ with them. Now, Paul says something in the middle of this passage. He says, that doesn't mean I live with no law. I do not ignore the law of God. There is a higher law that Paul is subject to. When he's trying to be a Gentile, there are certain things that he doesn't do. When he's trying to be a Jew, there are certain things that he doesn't do because the law of God is greater. So what do we do with those who are around us who are different from us? Race, we may not be able to change the color of our skin. Nationality, we may not be able to learn a different language. But the principles are the same. We embrace them. We let them know that they are cared for, that they are appreciated. We reject prejudice, whether it's prejudice against a certain nationality, prejudice against a certain skin tone. We embrace them so that we can share Christ with them, so that they too can enjoy with us citizenship, brother and sisterhood in God's family with us. And together we can more appropriately reflect the true family of God. This Sunday, Jason is going to be talking to us a little bit more about social justice. I think you'll enjoy Sunday's message. Let's come together prepared to hear what the Lord would say to us. See you on Sunday.